Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did some of these designs on this set. My client had this all planned out before she came in, and this was really fun to do because I don't usually get to do this many designs all at once. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how I achieved some of the designs on this set. So starting off, I already went in and filed down her old acrylic, and I filled in all her nails with a thin layer of clear acrylic. Or the nails that I'm not doing any encapsulated glitter, I just filled them in normally. And on this one I went in with some glitter, some black and iridescent glitter. And then on this nail I'm going to be encapsulating some net. So first I go in with a thin layer of clear acrylic, and I make sure while it's still wet that I put the netting on. And once I have it stretched out how I like all over the nail, I take one small bead of acrylic just to hold it in place. And once that bead is set, I'll go in and cut around and cut all the excess netting off, because you don't want to encapsulate it with that on there, because then once you file it off there's going to be like space on the sides. So I just cut that off before I encapsulate the sides and the cuticle area. And then I go in with some more clear acrylic and I finish encapsulating that net. And I am kind of a perfectionist when I'm applying my acrylic, because I try to cut down my filing time as much as possible. So here you can see me kind of just going in and perfecting that shape, but that's going to save me a lot of time once we're done encapsulating with filing. And on the thumbnail, I'm going to be encapsulating some of these red angel paper flakes that I cut up. And I'm just going to go in with a little thin layer of clear acrylic again, and then place the flake or the strip on top of that. And of course, once you're done with that, you want to go back in and encapsulate the glitter on the pinky finger and the angel paper on your thumb. I didn't record that. So I went back over to the opposite hand, and I'm going to be doing the same black glitter with the iridescent glitter on top on the ring finger. So here you see me applying that black glitter. And this is kind of a silver glitter mixed with black, and then I'm applying the iridescent glitter and ombreing that down towards the tip. So once we're done applying all of our acrylic and done filing and everything, I'm going to start on the designs. So this finger is going to be a black and red marble design. So first I'm going to go in with 2 coats of white gel polish, and I'm going to cure those in between. So to get the black and red marble, I went in with a liner brush and black gel paint to draw random lines on to replicate like a marble design. And then I took a small brush saturated with alcohol, and I go directly on top of the lines. And once I get it kind of faded out and push around how I want it, then I'll cure that. And then I'm going to go back and forth with the black gel paint, the alcohol, and then curing it probably 3 or 4 times to get the look that we wanted. And we also put a layer of red in there to tie it in with the red theme on these nails. So moving on, we're going to go in with 2 layers of black gel polish, and I like to cure black and white for 60 seconds instead of 30 seconds. Because it's such a thick color, so much pigment in the color, sometimes it's hard for it to cure all the way through. So I just go in for 60 seconds just to make sure everything is cured. And on this nail, I'm going to be actually doing some foils. So once I have all the gel polish cured, I went in and removed the inhibition layer. And then I applied the foil glue. And once that dried clear, I just applied the red foil. And on this nail, I'm going to be doing a red and black and gold camouflage. So I'm going in again with 2 coats of white gel polish. And once that's cured, I'm gonna go in with a liner brush and some red gel polish, and I'm just making random splotches all over the nail. So once I was happy with the red, I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds. And then I used the same liner brush with the black gel polish, and I went in and did some random black blobs. And I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds. And then I also added gold to finish the camouflage off. I used regular fingernail polish for that, but that was out of frame, so I didn't get to add that in here. But you'll see that in the end design. So on this nail, I already went in with 2 coats of black gel polish, and now I'm creating some diagonal lines coming out from the corner of her nail. And this is going to be a spider web. So I'm going to place those and space them out evenly. And once I get all of those lines on, I'm going to cure that. And here you see me going in and connecting those lines, and that's going to bring it all together and make it look more like a spider web. So back to the finger that we encapsulated the net on, I'm going to be doing a 3D flower. So I'm using some acrylic that is actually made for 3D, and I'm using a mixture of acetone and monomer, and that helps it to set up a lot faster so you can get your flowers done without the petals running into each other. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 3 petals on the outside. And when I do my inside petals, I put them at the place where the 2 petals join together, if that makes sense. And that kind of gives it more dimension and helps it look more like a real flower. So I'm going to go around and finish filling in that second layer. And then in the middle of this flower, I just placed a really small circular bead. And then because the nail was kind of empty towards the bottom, I just placed a smaller flower, but this one is just gonna have one layer of 3 petals and then one little circle in the middle. And on this finger, we actually did a glitter blood drip. So first I'm going in with some red gel polish in my liner brush and just creating those blood drips all down the nail. And I'm going to connect them at the top and fill in up towards the cuticle with the red as well. Once I was done with the red, I cured that in a gel lamp, and now I'm applying a no wipe top coat directly on top of the blood drips. And if I got some outside of it, then I just cleaned it up with my cleanup brush. And then before curing that, I went ahead with some really fine red glitter and sprinkled that all over, and then I cured that. And so now I'm going to go ahead and top coat everything with that same no wipe top coat. You can see how everything came out. Here's our black and red marble nail. And our 3D flower. And as you'll see, sometimes when I do like 3D flowers, I usually don't top coat over the top of them because it tends to lose detail. So instead of going in with a larger brush, I take a small brush with some of the top coat and use that to get in between the petals. So here, before I put any top coat on, I just make sure to dust any excess glitter off. And I'm not going to be top coating over the glitter, just the black part of the nail. And in between those drips, I went in with that small liner brush with the top coat, just so I would make sure not to get any on the glitter. And this is a nail that I did. I actually did record it, but you really can't see the design, so I didn't include that in the video, but I might do another one on that just so we can see how I could get that to show up a little better. And here you can also see the gold that we added into the camouflage nail. And this is how it all came out. So please let me know below which nail was your favorite, and keep a lookout for more videos. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Sting Beauty Studio.